Well, hi guys, and welcome back. So, I'm just going to start out by saying you're going to see my hands moving a lot. I really started this video with the intention of doing like an actual like plan with me real time, and I quickly really remembered like it's just not happening, guys. I do not plan and talk at the same time. It was a great intention, okay? So with that, what we're going to be working on is the whole setting goals and habits. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get the habits into this video. I do try to keep them short and simple for all of yins. You know, it just makes the viewing a little bit more enjoyable here. So, what we're going to move on with, and I know yins are probably seeing like paperwork and stuff right now. Again, I'm having lots of technological glitches, but I do want to get this stuff out to yins. This year I did something different. I started using GPT. I know some people do not like GPT, but I'm in love with GPT, okay? I use it practically for everything. It's just like a second check, just to check and see if I'm on the right track. So what I did is I used all of the information that I had from the Stebit Debt Payoff Planner app or website. I have that link down in the description. Again, with the whole YNAB information, which I used all of last year and was phenomenal. I would not have been able to complete the whole GPT questionnaire without having that information. Like, that really did help me. And basically, what I discussed with Dave, that's the name of my GPT, is I said, look, like, I've been on a budget journey for X amount of years. This is all of my information, and this is the outcome that I keep getting. So I mean, I know something's not right, but it's like, can you please explain to me, like, analyze this and explain to me, like, not necessarily like what am I doing wrong, but it's like, can you tell me why I keep getting this result? And Dave was phenomenal, okay? He basically told me what I gut feelingly knew. And yes, I am an emotional spender. And I start the year off with the greatest intention in the world. And like, yeah, January through March is great. April through June, we're still doing good. But we do start losing some of the momentum because I've been trying the whole like, let's pay down the debt as quick as possible tactic, which apparently isn't good for somebody who has emotional spending. Who would have knew, right? Okay, so like all these years I thought that I needed that quick win momentum to keep going. And what I apparently was doing is I was giving myself a false sense of security of, things are going well. And then we hit summer, and then I got like all of the summer work stress. And yeah, so like what was occurring is I got like a little too confident and a little too relaxed, and then summer stress happened and I don't really know what's happening, and then I quit budgeting weekly like I'm supposed to. And then by the time the shifts are done, August to September, I come back and it's a mess. Now, fall was also my favorite time of the year, so I do get like a boost from the fall. And yeah, so it's basically just like an emotional disaster is what's occurring. And then I just like give up October, November, December, and we just basically party. Which is not good, and that's what we want to stop. So that's why I said, like, yeah, the quick wins in that are fun, but at the same time, like, I'm ready to build that strong foundation with my finances. And so that's what we're doing here. So again, I have technological issues right now, guys, so I cannot see what's on the screen. I am legitly doing a voiceover with having no idea what yins are seeing right now. So I'm just gonna keep going with the process here. So the first goal that me and Dave decided, he is now my financial advisor, and so we decided that we're going to start by focusing on covering my financial floor every month with calm and predictability. And you may be like me, where you say, "What the heck is a financial floor, Dave?" And the way that Dave explains this is the financial floor are the non-negotiable expenses that you have for the month. So that's like your fixed living bills, debt and loan minimums, IRA contributions, student loan payments. And what he found is that my total monthly floor is actually less than my take-home pay. So I'm doing great, guys. Okay, that I have $556 to, I don't want to say play around with during the month, but I'm not spending more than what I make. So it's like, holy crap, thank you, Dave. That already, I feel a lot better, okay? And so what we go from there is he again asked me, like, what strategy do you want to use? Do you want to do the bleeding control and, the long-term success, or do you want like quick wins to do the momentum? And of course, I got to stop the bleeding, okay? That bleeding has been going on in the background, and it's been hidden by the, me saying, "Oh, I got this account paid off." Yeah, we got one account paid off, and we like blew up three in the background, okay? So we want to stop that. So we're stopping this death cycle that we got going on. And like he said, what it does is it prioritizes predictability. It regulates the nervous system into thinking we are safe. And it also helps me with early mistake detection. So that's pretty cool, right? That's really what we want. So the main things that I got to focus on, and I know a lot of you are probably like the same way, is no new pay in four or installment plans, which are so fun and convenient, aren't they? I'm not allowed to add any new subscriptions. He gave me a weekly calm check, which I'm gonna try to turn into a printable for you guys, because it's actually really cool. So it's to help me notice if there are any new charges or balance amount drifts for that week. And we did discuss this last year when I started noticing that one of the balances on the card was going up. And I was like, what the heck, I'm paying on this thing. And we found out it was interest. And the other thing is he stated is that wins are not rewarded with spending, okay? And yeah, guys, hey, I can finally see what's on camera. I just made a typo. And again, this is why I use the white label paper. So yeah, it's nice to be able to see what yins are seeing again. Okay, and the other thing is that we're going to be focusing on systems and not willpower, okay? Does the system work? The other thing that we're working on for this month with this goal is that I'm only going to be using one spending lane, okay? And for this year, I'm picking the Chase Amazon account. One, it has a $0 balance on it, so I literally get to see in real time what I'm putting on this stupid thing. Again, I only charge what I can spend. And it gives me points, and those points are going to cover my Kindle and my Prime subscription, okay? So we're going to try to, granted, it's not a lot, it's like 20 bucks, but it's $20 I didn't have to spend for the month, right? So, again, the goal that we're setting for quarter one is to cover the entire financial floor every month with calm and predictability. Again, it's going to remove the emotions, it's going to remove the stress from all budgeting. And let's see here, I gotta write something in this box here. So yeah, again, it's really great to be able to see what yins are seeing. So basically what he's explaining is either the financial floor is covered or it's not covered, okay? Like, you can't excuse your way out of it. It either is or it's not. So hence the deep breath quote, and everything's gonna be okay. All right. everything's just going to be okay. I got Dave to talk to once a week before I come on here once a week to talk to you. And he said that I am definitely allowed to come on and talk to Yins. He does not count it as cheating. He highly recommends it, and he wants me to have friends. Do you guys talk to your GPT like this? I mean, I do. Okay, so let's see here. So we're moving on, and it's what habits will you need for this journey? And again, we're going back to that completing a weekly calm checklist once a week. It's just, again, just to make sure that I'm following through. I'm accountable for my actions, and like he said, like he's going to wait until a month just to check and see if it's actually working. But this is where we're going to, just acknowledge, like, do I need a little bit more help, or can we proceed with the next step? Again, the habit that I'm going to do is the one spending lane. And that's the thing that I noticed that really happens in like September, October, November, and December is I start using separate accounts and it just turns into a mess. And of course, we're going to have a pause before spending awareness. And he does actually have, again, I'm going to try to turn these into printables for you guys because like what he created was like really cool. I'm really impressed. But it's basically going to like have me sit and say, like, are you spending because of an emotion? Are you bored, tired, angry, or in my case, I'm finding out the more happy I am, the more I spend. So I don't know, maybe 2026 shouldn't be a happy year. I don't know. We're going to learn. This is a full learning process, guys. This is probably the most intentional I've ever been when setting up this budget planner. So moving on, we got these identifying 3 steps that will kickstart your journey. And of course, the number 1 is complete a full financial inventory and build a monthly floor. Simply put, that is just figuring out like how much do you make per month? How much do you spend per month in bills and the other variables? And you're basically trying to figure out, do you have enough money to cover what you want? Number 2 is choose and lock in one spending account. Again, we've just discussed that. But again, like he said, this is how I'm really going to know what I'm spending. Then that way there's no surprises. And of course, number 3 is to talk through my plan with GPT. We're going to have a weekly check-in with him. I'm going to also do journaling throughout the week. And of course, we have the once a week filming. We're going to get back into that because you guys really do hold me accountable. I do some wild stuff when I don't come on here and film. Yins haven't even got to see what I did at the end of last year. It's bad. So, okay, let's go ahead and decorate the page a little bit more. So this is the creative process right here. And now we're going to move on to that whole brainstorming, some markers that will help you measure and identify your progress. And let's see if I'm going back to the notes behind the scenes just to see if he talks about it. And he doesn't. So I pretty much wrote everything in here for you, so there's nothing to really discuss further here. So what he came up with is the markers are they're the signals, they're not outcomes. So I'm gonna say before this, I was thinking that they were outcomes. But he says that outcomes create a lag that they take time to notice. So these are like signals. So I guess this is like the whole manifestation thing here. So what he says is that we're going to notice fewer surprise balances. I've had those. Less dread opening accounts. I'm sure Yins have experienced this as well. I've experienced this a lot lately. I would like to not have that. Weekly checks feel boring instead of scary. They've been scary, guys. I want them to be boring. Spending awareness occurs before regret. Yes. Yes, Dave, please. Please bring this to my finances. And of course, no more scrambling and moving money around last minute. This is a big one for me because I have a lot in my savings accounts. I am really good at that. I think that was like year 2 or 3 into this. But a lot of the times I'll tell myself, like, oh, you could do it because you have it in your savings account. And I say that for like 3 or 4 purchases, and then you don't have it. So that one, if this process actually does like help solve that, that's gonna be nice. So, I mean, guys, we got 4 weeks. We got 4 weeks to see if this actually works. Like, I don't know. I'm really excited for it. So let's see here. We're moving on to the 4 meaningful milestones that are going to help me celebrate my journey. Must be reaching the 10-minute marker. That's when I start losing my voice. So I'm just selecting just random mild liners here. I'm trying to incorporate the different colors that we got in these stickers onto the page. Again, I'm trying to keep it like bright and colorful. Bright and colorful things tend to attract my attention, and I come back to them. So again, just coloring this in. And you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments down below, like, how do you feel about me putting my financial information into ChatGPT? Is that something that you're just like, that's something that you've always wanted to try? Is it something you're interested in? Is it something that like just completely freaks you out? My theory is the government knows more about me than they let me aware of, and so I mean, Ray's pretty much confirmed that with his whole going into the Marines thing. And so, yeah, no, my theory is I'm just going to use GPT. He pretty much already knows, the government knows, and why not make it beneficial to me getting out of debt? Right? So, the first milestone that we're going to work on is the first full month with the floor covered. So I'm going to celebrate with acknowledgement, journaling, filming, or quiet mode. He specifically told me no more celebrating with money. That seemed to be my biggest thing that I used to do is I was like, oh man, I'm going to buy this as a prize. And that just added to like what we're trying to solve. So no more celebrating with money here. The second milestone is going to be the first month with no new subscriptions or pay-in-fours, and this one is a big one for me right now, and it probably is one for you as well, since we're just coming out of the whole holidays thing. So what he's stating is this is bleeding control in action, and it's a massive milestone because we're gonna stop adding that sneaky debt onto the debt that we're already trying to pay off, Just, we gotta stop, guys. Okay, so milestone number 3 is the weekly calm check completed for 4 weeks in a row. This is explained as showing that it's consistency. Right now, consistency is more important than money right now, which sounds weird because this is a financial, budget planner. You would think the main focus is money. But again, like I told him, I'm more interested in setting strong foundations, okay? I'm tired of the house crumbling halfway through the year, and let's set those foundations, and then that way, we could actually build a structure that actually, stays. Hopefully turns into a little mini bank and, good things happen, right? That's the goal, guys, okay? And of course, number 4 here, enjoy in I trust in my system moment. And I've never actually considered this, but like he says, it's the calm confidence in the real prize that we're after here. This whole entire time I thought that it was, not having debt and not having the stress with it, but it's really just having that self-confidence of like, you got this. So, again, and then it ends with this whole like, how are you going to review your journey and how often? I think it's pretty clear by now. We have a once a week weekly calm check, and I even have an end of the month, but we're not going to get into that until we do the overview for the month. And I just, when I was picking out the stickers here, I realized I got like this whole page off to the side that is technically being wasted. So I'm going to put these, because we are refreshing. It's a new year. I like that sticker. It spoke to me. And we're going to do this, jot it down here. And again, we're having technical glitches again, so I hope you can see what you're seeing. But basically, simply put here, 2026 is the year that I stop self-sabotaging myself. We've watched it and experienced it for several years now. Everything goes good, we build confidence, we gain momentum, and then we just self-sabotage because one thing doesn't go our way. So that is what we plan to eliminate for 2026. And the main goal, the main mission here is to start building a strong foundation before anything else. To me, that is the most important thing that I can start this year with. So, it looks like we're just going to do goals for this video, guys. Again, I try to keep them short and sweet for you. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please leave any comments down below. I love hearing from you guys.